What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. We are back with some more draft lottery rebuilds, as here we are with pick number 9, that being the Utah Jazz. The Jazz are already off to a great start to their rebuild, so they get to add another young piece to the puzzle here, and today we'll be doing a Taylor Hendricks Utah Jazz rebuild. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one and subscribe if you are new to the channel. As always, greatly appreciated. YouTube tells me that 63% of the people that watch my videos are not subscribed, so go ahead and check down below to see if you can change that. If you do, like I said, greatly appreciate it. But the Utah Jazz, man, as we know, they decided to pivot their franchise. They traded away Gobert and Mitchell and got a haul for Gobert, a haul for Mitchell. They got Markkanen out of it. Like, this team is looking like it's in a really good place right now. They're off to a really good start to their rebuild. At one point, they were the first seed last year. Of course, they did fall off eventually as expected, but they get to add another piece here. So what we did in this draft is we went ahead and selected Taylor Hendricks, Gigi Jackson, which Gregory Jackson, whatever, Jeremy Roach was our 3 picks in this draft. So we're going to go ahead and sign all 3 of these guys. Then we got team and player options. By the way, that Celtics Miami Heat game yesterday was insane, right? Game 6, insane. We're going to a game 7. It's just wild. But Clarkson declines. Kelly Olynyk, I'm going to accept, actually, because we could always just move him at the deadline. We're not going to be spending a ton of money this offseason anyway, so I'm going to sign him. Worst case scenario, he's my backup center going forward. Qualifying offers, we got nothing going on here. And then free agency. Like I said, I'm not going to be doing too much this offseason. I want to pretty much just stay young with this team right now because Markkanen and Kessler is definitely going to be the front court we build around. I'm going to move Markkanen to the 4 as well because I want to start Taylor Hendricks immediately. He's going to be our starting small forward. I'm trying to develop him as much as I can in this one. Have him play very nicely next to the 3 guys we already have. And Abaji, we're going to try to develop him. So there's a lot of things to like here. Rudy Gay, of course, is still here. You got like Damian Jones. So there's some guys here that we're excited about. But there's also some veterans, like I mentioned, like Rudy Gay and stuff like that. But Jordan Clarkson, THT are 2 guys I want to bring back. Clarkson is not someone I'll be keeping for the long term, but he played great with Utah this year. So I would imagine he would get a big payday. If we could be the team that gives him that and then flip him at the deadline, I think that's the best thing to do here. So I'm going to sign Clarkson. And THT, I'm also going to give like a cheap contract to, similar to what he got from the Lakers. I think it was like $12 million per year. So something like that should look good. So we're basically just re-signing our guys. We're not doing anything too crazy this first offseason. I kind of want to just stay with what the Jazz have been doing, and eventually things are going to go our way. So Sexton, THT, Clarkson, Abaji, Simone, Taylor Hendricks, and you have Lauri, Markkanen, Kelly Olynyk, Rudy Gay, then Gigi Jackson down here, which I think that's Gigi Jackson, but Gregory, I'll just call him Gregory Jackson just in case, and then Damian Jones and Udoka as a Azubuike. So we really don't have a backup big man right now, but we're probably going to move Olynyk to that center spot. He'll be the backup center this year. So we'll go something like that. So this first offseason, not doing anything too crazy, obviously. We're just kind of going with what we got for now, and then we're going to make some moves at the deadline with Clarkson, and then potentially maybe Olynyk if we want to. But let's get straight into this rotation. Let's use the mentorship program was what I was trying to say, and for some reason I could not get that at the top of my head. But if we look at the rotation right now, it's Sexton, it's Clarkson, it's Hendricks, Markkanen, Kessler, THT, Abaji, Kelly Olynyk, Gregory Jackson, and that will be our rotation. So I'm actually feeling okay about that. I actually want to start actually no, we'll start Clarkson for now because I'm going to be moving him at the deadline, preferably for a pick or 2 and maybe a young piece in return. Try to get something for him while we can. And then I do want to look at shot tendencies as well, and then I want to look at the player mentorship thing. So Sexton just naturally develops into like a stud, so he'll probably be our starting point guard throughout the video unless we replace him. Markkanen, of course, is already great. Kessler is being mentored by Rudy Gay. I guess that's pretty interesting, but Rudy Gay is 37, so it makes sense in a way. But I almost would prefer Rudy Gay mentor like TH or Taylor Hendricks. So I'm gonna go ahead and dismiss this this one. Let's dismiss this. Then let's have Taylor Hendricks mentored by Rudy Gay. I think that's gonna make a lot more sense. For this, I think that'd be the perfect mentor to start things off. So we'll go something like that. Hendricks can get mentored by Rudy Gay. Is there anyone else I can have? Gregory Jackson maybe mentored by Kelly Olynyk or something weird like that, or maybe Markkanen, something like this. It's not going to matter too much. I know people have been telling me that it's better to have people that are over 30 doing it. It doesn't make much of a difference, but whatever, I'll just do it anyway. And then I think that's going to be it. So something like that is what we'll roll with. And then Kessler, yeah, we'll just leave that the way it is. So the rotation's going to stay the same. I already mentioned that. Let's look at the shot tendencies. So Markkanen's down super low. Of course, he was great last year, so we're going to boost this up like crazy. Make sure this man is touching the ball, shooting the basket. So Sexton is just really good in the simulation. Kessler is fine. Clarkson, he's not going to be on the team that much longer, so he could shoot a lot. Abaji, and then the only guy I want to fix after that is Taylor Hendricks, because I want Hendricks to be good right away if possible. So something like that is going to do just fine, and I will see you guys probably at the deadline to move Clarkson, maybe Olynyk, and just keep adding draft capital to this team. I said I wanted to add a first-round pick at the deadline for Jordan Clarkson. This is the trade we will be doing. We take on Luke Kennard's expiring contract. We get a first-round pick in return for Clarkson. He's on a 4-year deal. Memphis is going to get him as a 6th man for the next 4 years. We'll do something like that. 2026 unprotected Memphis pick. I'll feel pretty good about that one. And just like that, we trade away Clarkson. Right now, we're 15-40, so we're really, really bad at the moment. So Abaji will start now. Sexton will still be the point guard. Hendricks is in there. So I won't trade Kevin Olynyk. I'll keep him since I do have him as a mentor right now, even though it's like not that important, but I'll still keep him. So Clarkson was the biggest thing. I wanted to move him, get something for him. We got a first-round pick for him. So at least we didn't lose him for nothing in free agency. That's the main thing I wanted to make sure of. But other than that, looks like we're headed towards the lottery again. So I will see you guys in the lottery, where hopefully we can add another young player to this puzzle, and we'll eventually turn this train around. When I tell you we were bad, we were really bad, but we do get Gregory Jackson and Taylor Hendricks on a all-rookie team. 13 points, not too bad from Hendricks, and then Gregory Jackson averaged 7 points, 4 rebounds off the bench. So feel pretty good about those two guys getting some recognition for the all-rookie second team. I love to see that. Let's go into some of these playoffs and see who wins a championship. So we got the Timberwolves not making it, which honestly could be a good sign for us. They were in the play-in though, so I guess I don't know if we have their pick this offseason. Cleveland, of course, is another team. They got Mitchell, who is a former Jazz member, and you got the Cavs going on with the championship, beat Denver in 6. Retirements: Chris Paul, Thaddeus Young, Al Horford, Kyle Lowry, Rudy Gay retiring. Let's go straight to the lottery. So draft lottery time. This one's going to be pretty important because obviously we're going to be projected the top pick. The Jazz via the Thunder. I don't know what kind of protections are on that pick. I'll have to research it if it does go to Oklahoma City, or if I'm supposed to have it. I mean, if I assume if I have it, then I'm supposed to have it, but we'll see. We do not have Minnesota's pick this offseason, so we're just going to skip straight to the results, and we are going to get pick number 2 in this draft. Why do I never get pick 1, bro? I never get pick 1, it feels like. I think I have before, but man, I want to be able to like add the best player in this draft, Buzelis here, but we get pick 2, so feeling pretty good about that. I'm assuming we're supposed to have it. I'm not even going to look into it because I'm assuming if 2K gave it to me, then yes, I'm supposed to have it. But staff signing, let's take a real quick look. You got Will Hardy, Bryant. So we're going to keep that all the same. We're going to go straight to the draft. And I guess what I just said literally made no sense because there's cases where 2K gives draft picks to, teams and it's not supposed to go to them. So I will do some research on this pick real quick just to make sure I am supposed to have it. Look into it, and then I will see you guys on draft night with who we take at 2. So the pick was in fact top 10 protected this year and next year. I think it's top 6 after that. Hopefully we don't have to worry about that down the line. But the Spurs are going to draft DJ Wagner. So I'm getting the guy I wanted. You know what? That's fine. With pick number 2, we will be taking Matisse or Matt or however you say his name, Buzelis. Welcome to the Utah Jazz. That honestly feels so good to select him. So we got ourselves a stud in this draft, the best player in this draft with Matt. Player option, we're going to sign him. One thing I would not be opposed to, by the way, is there a chance we could trade Markkanen in this video? I mean, we might as well. There's something we could look into. It's something I haven't done in the past. I've always just kept him, but maybe to be different today, we could trade him on the last year of his contract, get something for him before he leaves for sure. But of course, I'm going to accept it now. But that's just something to think about. I don't know. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but usually I keep Markkanen. But it would be kind of interesting if we traded him and went differently than I have in the past with Jazz rebuilds. So not opposed to it. But Sexton, THT, Matt is our shooting guard right now. So he is 6'11". So I wonder if I moved him somewhere, if he went up. So if we moved him to the 4 right now to potentially replace Markkanen, he would be, well, what does Hendricks do if you move him to the 4? Hendricks stays the same. So I'll keep Hendricks at the 3. I might move Matt to the 4 and have a Sexton and Baji backcourt, and we could trade Markkanen right now. I'm going to do it. It's different. I haven't done it in the past, but Markkanen's 27 at this point. Our timeline might not be matching up with them at this moment. We're still pretty young for the most part. So, you know what? Why not? I haven't done it in the past. Let's be different. Let's trade Markkanen right now. Let's get some good value for him while we can. Just come off a season averaging 20 points per game. So we're going to go ahead, which I think I forgot. Did I show the stats last year? I think I forgot to, but this is what they were looking like. So 21 and 20, 13, 12, 10, and 10, 9 and 11, and 2 blocks. So yeah, I'm going to trade Markkanen. Why not? It's going to be different, and I'm excited about it. The Oklahoma City Thunder were willing to offer me Ousmane Dieng in this trade. He's a young, raw prospect we can get in return for a guy on a 1-year deal with Markkanen. If we could squeeze 2 more picks out of them, I'm so down to do this trade. They want Abaji. Ooh, they'd give me 4 firsts. No, I can't do it. I'm not trading Abaji. That's not going to happen. So 3 firsts, and I'll give you Jeremy Roach. I'll throw in Jeremy Roach, 3 first-round pick, Ousmane Dieng. They want, that's not going to happen. I'm not throwing you unprotected picks. There's no one else I'm going to be able to throw in here for you. I mean, I could technically throw THT in. I wouldn't be too upset by doing it. So Markkanen, Jeremy Roach. I guess if I threw THT in here, let's do it then. They want 2027. They'll give me one. Whatever. We'll do it. We'll do that trade just like that. We trade away Markkanen. We walk away with some picks, and I feel pretty good about it. And we get a young player in Ousmane Dieng who's going to keep developing behind the scenes as well. So feel pretty good about it. We're moving on from Markkanen. Something I've not done in the past. Colin Sexton might be someone I might move on from as well. We shall see. But that might prolong the rebuild even further, which I'm not too upset about. If we want to be patient in this video, that's totally fine with me. For now, I'm not going to replace Colin Sexton, though. The only thing we need to do now is literally just add depth to the team. Ousmane Dieng or Gigi Jackson, Gregory Jackson are going to move to probably the 4 or to the 3, I should say. Gregory Jackson stay the same. Ousmane Dieng, I mean, either one. I'll move Ousmane Dieng to the 3. That way he'll be our backup. So Hendricks and Dieng will run the small forward. Matt and Gregory Jackson and Kessler. So I literally just need to bring in like a backup point guard and a backup center. We kind of have a fun, young, exciting team still at this moment. We could sign like a, new starter if we wanted to, but I'm gonna roll with what we got for now. Let's just sign like a young backup center. Pokuševski asking for way too much. Achua, Zach Collins, Paul Reed, anything like that's gonna be just fine. I'm gonna give Paul Reed a deal. Worst case scenario, we can always back out of this if we need to. So I'm gonna sign Paul Reed, and then let's sign like maybe like an Alvarado off the bench or something like that. Which I can only give him a minimum, but that's gonna be 2 guys you can bring in that will probably help out immediately off the bench. And is there anyone else I want to bring in, or is that gonna be just fine? McDaniels would be fun, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna roll with it. I think we're good. I'm gonna go straight to player progression. Let's see how this is going to treat us. I might have went the wrong direction by doing that with Markkanen, but it's different from what I've done in the past, so I'm pretty excited about it. Udoka's back, Sexton is up, Kessler is up, Matt's up, of course, since we moved into the 4. Abaji, Paul Reed, Alvarado, Gregory Jackson, Ousmane Dieng, Hendricks. So everyone is developing, which is exciting. And now I'm going to next season feeling pretty good about our young team. I don't think we'll make the playoffs, but I wouldn't rule the play-in out. But it's not a for sure thing either. So rotation for the season is Colin Sexton, Abaji, Taylor Hendricks, Matt, Walker Kessler, Paul Reed, Alvarado, Ousmane Dieng, and Gregory Jackson. I do want to look at shot tendencies for our rookie because I want him to come in and make an impact immediately. Looks like he's going to. He's got an 85 shot tendency, so I'm not going to mess with it. Taylor Hendricks is up to an 82 now with his shot tendency, so I'm going to boost that up maybe just a little bit. Maybe get a little bit more touches, but other than that, and then Gregory Jackson's shot tendency is actually insane right now. I'm going to boost that down a little bit. I don't know if I want him taking that many shots, but something like that's going to look good. And then Sexton, I still am debating on whether or not he's going to be our point guard going forward. I mean, I guess if we suck again this year, then we could trade Sexton for more draft picks and just draft a younger point guard. We'll see. I don't know what the direction will be, but I feel pretty good so far about what we're doing. Matt ended up winning Rookie of the Year and also makes an all-rookie first team. He averaged 20 points per game on 42% shooting from 3, so has just been absolutely amazing. We were just barely missed the play-in, unfortunately. We were 1 game, or I guess we fell off a little bit, but we were fighting for that play-in spot. Got the 11th seed in the West, and if we take a look at the full player stats, yeah, 22 from Sexton, 20 from Matt, 15 from Abaji, 15 from Hendricks, 12 and 12, and 2.5 blocks from Kessler, 10 from Ousmane Dieng, 7.5, and then 7 and 5. So we definitely got a huge offseason ahead of us once again. I don't know if our pick is going, if one of the draft picks we have will be a top pick in this draft. If it does, we can just add another really good point guard. But I would not be opposed to going all in on a point guard either, because I feel like we're so close that I can almost taste it, if that makes sense. I don't know what I'm saying, but you kind of get the gist of it. So we're projected pick number 3 for the Clippers, and then we got also the Miami pick, and we got our own pick, which is top 10 protected. So if our pick does not fall into the top 10, we don't keep it. But we got so many picks in this lottery that we should be able to line up for any point guard that we want. So let's see if we get lucky in this lottery, get number 1 via the Los Angeles Clippers, and then our pick is at 11, so I have to send that to Oklahoma City because it is top 10 protected, so we do not keep it. And then Miami's pick might have some protections on it because it doesn't look like we get it. We also got Cleveland's pick, so we're gonna have 13, number 1, which ooh, oh my goodness, I just realized we get Trey Johnson in this draft. I think Trey Johnson is the pick. Wow, we're literally about to just build this team through the draft. There's literally no need to make a trade. There's literally no need to do it. I mean, again, I'm going to send this pick to Oklahoma City because it's supposed to go to them. So I'll just take their like last second. That way we kind of have that figured out. So let's do something like that. So that's going to be taken care of there. So we don't have the 11th pick, but we have number 1. And if I'm not mistaken, this is the draft where we get Trey Johnson, right? Or Dylan Harper. Trey Johnson, Dylan Harper. I don't know who the better point guard is. Let's see. I feel like Trey Johnson is great though right away. I don't know if he's a point guard though. I mean, we could play him at point guard, I guess. So, oh man, I'm feeling good though. I'm feeling really good. So Colin Sexton could be the 6th man next year. We can add another young point guard to the team. Yeah, we're in a good spot, man. We're really in a good spot. So I will see you guys on draft night after I fill this out. So here we are picking at number 1 overall. We got Ian Jackson, Trey Johnson. You got Dylan Harper. So I don't know who the better pick is, but I'm pretty sure Trey Johnson's like great right away. So I honestly think I'm going to be taking him. So Trey Johnson, welcome to the Jazz, my friend. I don't know if Dylan Harper would have been the better pick. I guess I'll go ahead and look back if it would have been. Cody Williams, Steven, you got Stojakovic. I don't really care who we get at this point. We got who we wanted, so I'm just going to send him to the end. So Trey Johnson, 82 overall. Ian Jackson, 82. And then Dylan Harper, what was he? He was an 80. So could have gotten him as well. Would have been fine. But I feel good about Trey Johnson. Trey Johnson could come in right away, be our starting point guard. And that's going to be awesome. Got James Brown as well and Ali, which, again, I'm not worried about either of them. Player options, we're going to accept all of these, literally all of them. And then qualifying offers, Jose Alvaro is a free agent. So we still have everybody under their rookie contract. That's how young we are at this point. It's going to all hit us like a truck. We have to resign everybody. But right now, we're still a very, very young team. We still have cap space, so we wanted to use it. But I honestly feel good about what we've done just simply through the draft. So Trey Johnson is going to stay the same at point guard. I'll move him there. He's going to start over Sexton. Sexton will hit the bench. It'll be a 6th man. I like him in that role a little bit more. Anyway, Abaji will be starting 2. Deng and Hendricks still running the 3. Matt, Gregory Jackson, and then Kessler and Paul Reed. So there's not much I really want to add here. The only thing I guess we could add is like a shooting guard. Herb Jones is just a little too much money for someone who would probably come off the bench for us. Jaden Hardy, 19 million. Derek White. I mean, we could bring in some kind of veteran presence. Derek White, in honor of you hitting the game winner yesterday, I kind of want to bring you in. Maybe I'll bring him in on like a 1-year deal, something like that. So shout out to Derek White for that tip in yesterday. That was just insane, man. But regardless, we're going to sign him. He'll either be our he'll be our backup shooting guard. So got one veteran here, I guess, but I have a good feeling that this team is about to turn the tide. Let's go look at player progression. Hopefully, Matt hits a crazy progression, and then Hendricks as well. Let's see. So we got Kessler up. Matt is up to an 84. Hendricks is still a 76, but Ousmane Dieng is an 80. So maybe Hendricks has to hit the bench, and Ousmane Dieng starts. We'll have to see, man. I mean, I wanted to start Hendricks throughout the video, but at this point, if Ousmane Dieng's going to be better, then maybe Hendricks has to hit the bench. We'll see. We'll see. We'll figure it out. But let's go to this next season with the expectation of at the very least, being a play-in team. I feel like that is something we can expect. Vic wins MVP for the Spurs. Rookie of the year goes to Trey Johnson, averaging 15 points per game. Efficiency wasn't the best. 35% from 3. 50% from the field. Not terrible. It's definitely not. It's acceptable. But regardless, I don't know if we get like an All-NBA representative. It doesn't look like it. Offense first team. All defensive second team. But we are, in fact, in the playoffs as a 6th seed in the West. So we overall avoid the play-in. We're back in the playoffs since the Gobert and Mitchell change. 18 points from Matt, 18 from Sexton, 15 from Jay Johnson, 15 from Abaji, 13 from Deng, 12 from Kessler, 10 from Gregory Jackson, 8 from Hendricks, and then 8 from Derek White. So overall, we got to the playoffs, which is a great sign going forward. Oklahoma City, they have Shea, Quentin Grimes. Of course, we gave them Markkanen earlier, so I have a feeling we're not going to win this one, but the fact that we're even here is just a good sign in itself. I'm going to go straight to what 2K thinks the rotation should be. So they want to start Colin Sexton, which I totally disagree with, but that's what they want to do, so whatever. If it's going to help us beat them, and Derek White on top of that. So here we go. Game 1, we're down 1-0. Game 2, we're down 2-0. Game 3, down 3-0, and it's safe to say we lost. So we unfortunately lost 4-0, but we were here. That's the main thing. We made it, and we have to be excited about that. So Vic and the Spurs and the Cavs, and you got Vic winning his first championship, I believe. So we're going to go straight to the lottery again. There is a chance we have another lottery pick in this draft via another team, and I saw 3. So we have Minnesota's, we have Miami's, and we have LA. So that'd be wild. Bro, what am I supposed to do with this much talent? Are you kidding me? 2 and 3 and 11. I can add number 2, bro. That's almost just too much for me. Like, what are we going to do with that? All right. What is the okay? Oh, this is the Cameron Boozer draft. Harrington, Cooper Flag, Koa Pete. Wow, bro. Bryce James. Okay. I was like, maybe we should just trade this pick and like, but man, we can add some talent here, bro. Okay. I guess we're going to keep building to the draft. I guess we're going to keep doing it. Let's go straight to the draft and let's pick at 2 and 3 and we can just add more bench pieces here. So this team is only about to get in. Boozer goes 1. I think we go Koa Pete for one of these. Ooh, Cooper Flag, Koa Pete, 6'7", 6'8". It lays Harrington as well. We're going to lose. We're probably going to lose. We're 100% going to lose. Yeah, we're 100% going to lose Colin Sexton. So I'm going to go Koa Pete with that one. And then I'm going to go Harrington with the other one. So, well, I don't know. Were those the right picks? I'm not sure. But Cooper Flag would have been great as well. Bryce James would have been solid. But overall, we're adding more young talent to the team. Player options. Derek White. I think it's safe to say we should decline at this point. And then qualifying offers. Abaji, Kessler, Sexton, and Dang. We're not going to bring all of them back. I think we'll most likely bring back Abaji and Kessler. Sexton and Dang I'm going to be debating on. So free agency, let's see what we got. So free agency, we got Sexton, which I don't think I'll be bringing him back. We got Trey Johnson now, and then we added Harrington. It looks we got Meek Thomas as well. Technically, if we wanted to trade for someone, we should be able to do it right now because we got all the young players in the world. So if there is a player out there that just like makes way too much sense, like Luka Doncic, would honestly be insane if we could have gotten him right now. I would be all over that potentially. The Nuggets don't have Nikola Jokic. Halliburton would also be pretty insane. So we're gonna have Tyrese Halliburton on this team with what we have right now. That almost feels like we should go for it. Or even like Cade Cunningham. How often do I get Cade Cunningham as a 95 overall? And I feel like we could just go for him if we wanted. Honestly, let's do it. Let's do something because we have the ability to do something that we haven't been able to do before. I don't think I could sit here and say that I've ever traded for Cade Cunningham and he's available right now. John Morant even. I mean, I guess he's untouchable, but you know what? We're going to try for Cade Cunningham. LaMelo or Scoot would be fun as well. But we're going to try to trade for Cade Cunningham. That would lead to us moving Trey Johnson to the 2. I think it's going to be worth it. I think it's going to be worth it. So let's do it. It's going to be different. I like it. Halliburton or Cade Cunningham, but I'm mainly leaning towards Cade Cunningham right now. We literally just have so much trade value. It's actually insane. But I'm going to be trading Harrington, Brown, and Chun. And then I'm going to see if they just accept that. They don't agree to that right away, which is fair. Even Meek Thomas has some good trade value. And then hopefully I can add... that pick has like no value whatsoever. So let's move that one out. This Lakers pick, which has... I think that should get it done, right? An unprotected Lakers pick. At this point, I don't even care about picks because we've added so many young players. It's not even funny. They still don't agree to that. I'm getting Cade Cunningham. There's no way I don't have a better opportunity than this to get him. Wow, we're still going to be off just by a little bit. Do I throw someone else in here? Ali, not going to get it done. Let's say it's Hendricks. Well, Hendricks style of video, so let's not do that. Koa Pete, 4-star trade value. At this point, might be overpaying if we do that. Gregory Jackson, I'll throw him in. I'll do this, and they agree. You know what? Did I overpay? Absolutely. But how often do I get the ability to trade for Cade Cunningham? How often do I get the ability to do that? So we just gave up a lot of depth. Don't get me wrong. But we're going to be able to bring back guys back from free agency. So honestly, I'm not even too concerned about it. So we're going to be running with the rotation of Cade Cunningham, Trey Johnson, Koa Pete, Taylor Hendricks. We'll have Matt, and then we'll have Kessler, who will resign. I was like, did I trade Kessler? But no, he's a free agent. Okay. Let's bring back... I'm not bringing back Sexton. I'm definitely not bringing him back. I mean, I guess we could, technically. We don't have a backup point guard right now, so I'm not going to rule it out. But let's make sure we just get... They're all restricted, so I literally can't sign on them right now anyway. So I'm going to make sure I don't renounce anyone because I want to bring them all back. So, man, Cade Cunningham on this Jazz team is insane, though. We're going to go ahead and renounce all those guys. Or not renounce, I should say. Abaji, I'm bringing back $17 million per year. That's not too bad. Usman Dang asked for $25 million. I don't think I can get behind that. I don't think we need him back anyway. Kessler, 100% bringing back. That's like a no-brainer move to me. So Sexton, we're not going to renounce just yet. And Abaji is telling me to renounce. I got to make sure I don't do anything goofy here. So I got I should say, okay, Sexton, we got Abaji back. And now it's time to decide on Sexton. Do we want Sexton back? Or do we want to move on from him? So... Cade Cunningham, Trey Johnson, Abaji, Koa Pete, Hendricks, Matt, and then Walker Kessler. We need a front court player more than we need Sexton, so I feel like we move on from Sexton and we go with a front court player. I mean, we could technically bring all of it back, but I'm gonna go Paul Reed again. Let's bring him back. Is there any other power forward? I mean, I traded my power forward, obviously. I did lose some depth by doing that trade, don't get me wrong. But I think it was worth it. So, Nwora, yeah, I think we bring him back. Why not? Let's bring back Colin Sexton. Maybe that's a little too much scoring. I don't know. We'll see. Cade Cunningham, Colin Sexton. You really can't ask for much of a better point guard rotation than that. And I'll bring in Jordan Nwora as well. So, we were a playoff team last year. With the moves we just made and bringing in Cade Cunningham, I fully expect to be an absolute stud this year. Trey Johnson is up. Matt doesn't move, which is really annoying. So the guys we've drafted aren't moving that much. Hendricks went up, so he'll probably be coming off the bench now. Koa Pete, I assume, will start right away. So we'll figure it out, though. I hope to be a playoff team this year. I hope to be a sneaky contender for that matter. We gave up everything in the moon for Cade Cunningham. Hopefully, it was worth it. Because if it wasn't, then maybe I sold this video. We'll see, though. But it was just way too much talent, so I feel like we got to cash in. So Cunningham, Trey Johnson, Koa Pete, Matt Kessler, Sexton, Abaji, Paul Reed, and Taylor Hendricks. And then proficiency is a 3.5. Can we be 4-star anywhere? We cannot. So we'll see, man. Maybe there's a world where we stop at the deadline, upgrade our small forward spot, and just go all in right now. But I'll see you guys in the offseason where hopefully, or not offseason, hopefully in the playoffs where we're a top contender in the West. So we are started the trade deadline, and I am going to move Colin Sexton. I feel like we just don't need him, to be honest with you. So I'm going to try to get a backup big man for Colin Sexton because I just think it's going to be a lot better. And I saw this trade earlier. Okongwu, I think, makes a ton of sense here. He'll be our backup big man for the rest of the season. We're 31-24 as the 8th seed, so I'm a little disappointed with our record so far. But I feel like with Okongwu coming in to be our backup big man, I think 2K loves like backup centers or just big men in general over like backup scoring point guards, so that's kind of my reasoning for doing it. So Okongwu, and then Monte Morris is also a nice throw-in as well on top of that. So looks like Hendricks is going to start for the rest of the season, though. He's only averaging 7 points, so whatever, it doesn't matter. But hopefully with bringing in Okongwu, we get away from this play-in spot, because I don't like the fact that we're only a play-in team right now. I don't think that's good enough. So as expected, as soon as I went ahead, oh my goodness, some of the guys we traded away. Harrington, Rookie of the Year in Detroit, averaging 17. I guess that's not too surprising since Cade Cunningham is gone. He got the full-time role. But Cade Cunningham makes it All-NBA second team, so he was proving pretty much worth it in my opinion. But we got the second seed in the West. As soon as we traded Colin Sexton, got Okongwu in here, things turned around. Well, we got away from that 8th seed, 24 points from Cade Cunningham, Matt from with 18, 16 from Trey Johnson, 13 from Koa Pete, 11 from Kessler, 11 from Abaji, 11, and then 10 from Taylor Hendricks. So can we come out here and get out of round one, though, is the question. We get the Thunder, who we played last year, and we got beat by them. So hopefully we can beat them this time around and prove that we're better. So game one, we're up 1-0, 139-117. 27-12, almost a triple-double. Game two, up 2-0, blow them out. Hendricks with 29 in this one, averaging 23.5 in the playoffs. Great to see. It's only been 2 games, though. Game three, they might even it up here. And nope, we're up 3-1. Can we beat them in 5? Yes, we can. We're on to round 2. We get the Lakers, which we just made a trade with them, and we gave them Colin Sexton. So maybe I made them a little bit better. They have Cameron Boozer as well, Marcus Smart, Gafford, Anthony Davis. I mean, there's a chance we lose to this team. It feels like the Lakers always find a way to win when you play them, so I would not be surprised at all if we lost. Game one, we're up 1-0 though, 135-107, 25-12 from Cade Cunningham. Game two, 2-0. So far, so good. Are we going to sweep the Lakers? Nope, they win 1, and we beat them in 5. Okay. It's either Portland or San Antonio, so this is going to be interesting. Brandon Miller on the Blazers, Anthony Simons, Jaden McDaniels. Okay. Who wins? Somebody come around. It is the Spurs. We get Vic and the Spurs, who have Collier, Knox, Keldon Johnson, Porzingis, Vic, Keegan Murray, Tari Eason, Yusuf Nurkic, and KJ Evans. So, got to be a tough matchup. Game one, we're up 1-0, beat them by 50, 29-13 from Cade Cunningham, 23 from Matt. Game two, 2-0. We got 3-0. We're gonna sweep the Spurs. We've only lost 2 games in the playoffs so far. I feel like Cade Cunningham was worth it. He's averaging 25.5, or in the conference finals he did, and we get to play the Celtics, who have forced a game 7 against Miami. But wow, whoa. Lonzo, Anthony Edwards, Tatum. That is nasty. That is nasty. Lonzo Ball and Anthony Edwards is your backcourt. Jason Tatum's still here. Also, Fred VanVleet off the bench, not to mention. This one is not going to be easy. This is going to be a tough matchup. Game one, 1-0 though. Beat them by 3. Tatum with 19, 20, and 10 from Cade Cunningham. Game two. Okay, so far so good. I thought this was going to be much harder. Are we really about to just sweep the Celtics like that? We've started Taylor Hendricks throughout the video as well when I bet 2K would have wanted to start Koa Pete. but it's looking good. I mean, this is a close one, actually. 115 to 112. I'm just gonna write it out. Let's see. 119 to 117. Do I jump in and see if we can win this one? Let's do it. Let's jump in and watch. We have the ball down 2. Let's see if we can go ahead and tie this game. Cade Cunningham, we traded for you for a reason, but they hand it to Abaji. Abaji's going to pass it over to Hendricks. Hendricks to Matt. The man is just absolutely lengthy on the floor there, and he's going to shoot a midi, and he's going to miss. So the Celtics are going to get the ball. We do not have to foul, but 2K is going to result to fouling anyway. So if Tatum hits both of these and we don't score in the next possession, it's safe to say game over. But he missed the first one, so we're not out of it just yet. Tatum is going to shoot the second one, and he hits that one. So we're going to call a timeout, of course, and we're going to go to the drawing board. Let's go to the clipboard, I guess. So let's see if we can draw up a play to hit a 3 to force overtime or just tie it up, whatever it may be. So gonna need a 3 here, Cade Cunningham. What you got for me, man? We traded for you for a reason. We gave everything in the world for you. He's gonna pass it to Matt. Matt's gonna get a nice little move. Gonna get an and 1. No. What about and 1 now? He's going to make that one. Okay, that's fine. Celtics call timeout. I mean, we needed a 3, but I guess that's fine too. So we're gonna have to foul immediately, and we're gonna have no timeout. So there's plenty of time left. 13 seconds left. So as long as we foul immediately, we should have the ability to get the ball up. We got to foul like right away. So foul Edwards. Okay, that gives us enough time. I'm assuming Edwards drains both of these. Maybe he misses one. We get lucky. Let's see. He's going to make the first one as expected. And does he hit the second one? Let's see. And he is going to make the second one as well. 122 to 119. 13 seconds left on the clock. Let's see if we can tie it up. We got literally one possession here. Matt for 3. This is what we need. It's in and out. And we've lost this one, boys. We're going to a game 5. Well, I meant to click simulate with Simcast, but I clicked simulate through game, and we took care of them in 5 games. So they got that game 4, but we beat them in 5, and just like that, we have won the championship. So Cade Cunningham, Walker Kessler, Matt, and then Trey Johnson, Okongwu, Kolopita, Baji. This was a fun team to put together. I wanted this to be more centered around Taylor Hendricks, but this draft class just didn't have him developing enough. But hey, he started throughout the playoffs and averaged 17 points per game, so he still was a high contributor on this team. So don't get me wrong about Taylor Hendricks, but that will end it, man. I meant to click simulate with Simcast, but I clicked simulate through game on accident. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to drop a like if you did. I will see you on the next one. Next will be either or tomorrow will be a Dallas rebuild, which I don't know what I'm gonna do with that pick just yet. And then Monday or Tuesday is going to be either a Celtics offseason rebuild or a Miami Heat offseason rebuild. So we shall see, man. Monday should be a movie. Thank you guys for watching. As always, I'll see you in the next one. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.